Club True Stories. And today episode we have Raina Gagrat. Raina is a pre and post natal fitness expert. She is a pelvic health specialist. She is a part of the Reebok Group Fitness Instructors as well as an ACSM exercise physiologist from New York. She is also a mom. Welcome to our platform, Raina, and thank you for taking our time to talk to us.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Raina, before we, understand the fitness program of moms, the Fit Moms project, we would like to know a little about you.
Okay, sure. So basically, I grew up loving the outdoors, and I had two loves. One was mathematics, and one was playing outdoor games. Unfortunately, our schooling system doesn't really allow for, at least at that point, didn't allow for too much activities. So I started focusing more on, the curriculum, as they say. And, I did my master's in banking and finance, and but the love for outdoors never left me. In fact, even during my exams, whenever I had exams, I would study the whole day, but in the evening for 1 hour, I would just go for a walk or a run and revise everything that I had studied, during the day. So it was something that was so ingrained in me that not moving my body never felt good to me, whether it was exam or whether it was anything else that was happening in life. So while I was studying for my master's in banking and finance, I was also working at a gym because I just wanted to explore my options in that.
Okay.
This was about 15, 16 years ago, where exercise and being a gym instructor was mainly a male-dominated field because people wanted only to lift heavy and things like that. So I did go ahead with that, and when I gave my master's at the same time, I gave my American College of Sports Medicine exam to become an exercise physiologist. So they both happened simultaneously, and I just I have always wanted to do something that was different and not run off the mill. So although I gave my banking and finance as a backup, I still wanted to explore, and my parents were extremely supportive in letting me actually do whatever I wanted to do. And they didn't say, oh, you need to do settle down with a good job and a career. They said, okay, explore whatever you want to do as long as you have this degree. So that's how it started. I worked there, and I continued to work there because I loved what I was doing.
So before we talk about your Fit Moms project, I would like to know from you, what is actually a definition of being a fit mom, according to you?
A fit mom, according to me, is somebody who is not only physically but mentally and emotionally healthy as well.
Okay.
And somebody who is feeling happy in her own body and her own skin, and that is a fit mom for me. It's not about fitting into a particular size or a mold, but you should feel stronger and happier from within. So that is a fit mom for me. And I just feel like there is a huge lack of probably education, awareness, or it's so ingrained in our body that growing up, women kind of exercise because they want to lose weight. Whether you're entering college, you want to lose weight. You're getting married, you want to lose weight. You've just had a baby, you've gone through so many things during your pregnancy, postpartum. There is sleepless nights, sore breasts. There is postpartum depression a lot of women go through. But the only thing on top of the mind, again, is just to lose weight. So I, personally, for me, the reason for starting this project is to create awareness and education that there is a different relationship people need to have with their body. Exercise is not to lose weight. Exercise is to feel great. Exercise shouldn't be that you're torturing yourself so much that after that you just want to lie down. But in fact, it should rejuvenate and invigorate you to do things that you want to do in life, whether it is to dance, whether it is to run a marathon, even after becoming a mom. So that is the story that I want to put out there, and I want to change every woman's story. I want her to know that there's a different kind of mindset and mental state that you want to be in when you think about physical activity.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So what is this Fit Moms project? How long is it for, and how would women benefit from it?
The Fit Moms project is a 2-month postnatal fitness program. It is pre and postnatal both, but right now we are mainly focusing on the postnatal woman. So I'll talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
It is a 2-month postnatal program, and it's basically a stepping stone for women to then go ahead and do any other exercise form. So like I told you, I was working at a gym, and I realized that as soon as women got pregnant, they would stop exercising. There were like really a handful of women, maybe out of 500 women who were coming, maybe one or two in an entire year would like come to exercise to the gym when they were pregnant. But as soon as they had a baby, within 3 months, you see them hitting the gym, doing high intensity exercises with the sole goal of losing weight, and that would usually land up in injuries. So I kept thinking to myself that there has to be a different way, there has to be a better way to do this. And in my research, I found something called Revolution in Motion, which is a New York-based exercise program created by Dr. Edith Hoyce. I found different other courses for pelvic health and importance of pelvic health, and specializing in that. So based on all this education, I landed up creating a program for women to use it as a stepping stone before they go on to achieving whatever other goal they have. Postnatal, what happens is that you tend to your body becomes a little lax, and you have like aches and pains in your different joints. Some people have urinary incontinence, where they land up passing urine without actually involuntary urine leakage. So these are the problems that usually don't get addressed. And when you hit an high intensity program, continuing with these problems, your core is not really strong enough to give you that lift and give you that, help you go through those exercise programs. So you're just basically muscling through it without actually feeling any strength from within. So the Fit Moms projects was started to make sure that women don't land up with injuries, to give them a path, to give them something to do immediately postnatal till their bodies can take in slightly higher intensity programs or whatever else they are used to doing.
Okay, so you mean to say that within 2 months a body takes time of 2 months? Every body is the same, or does it vary along?
It does vary. So some women have different complication, and it depends on that. Some people have something called pelvis dysfunction, diastasis recti, where there's like a split in their abdominal muscles. So in such cases, it takes longer. But having done this for, having trained and specialized in women's training for the last 8 or 10 years, I kind of figured out that most women within 6 weeks to 2 months are ready to progress to something else. It takes usually 2 months to do this exercise before you can progress to something else. So it's obviously like the classes are very personalized in terms of the program that I'm creating. So I always have a one-on-one talk with them. I make them fill a health history questionnaire so I can see where they are at, and it's a very exhaustive questionnaire. So I get a full picture of where they are at currently, and then based on them, I talk them through what their progress will be in terms of exercise, because I feel like every woman is different and every body is different. Yes. It's not the same, for everyone. Yeah. So I don't believe in conducting huge classes where there are like hundreds of people and they just do an online program. But my classes are usually semi-private, where I don't take more than 8 people. So I can actually correct your form and progress the program based on how well you are doing. So if there are 8 people in the class, 3-4 of them are really getting it well, and they've exercised all their lives and they are fit enough. they advance through exercises faster. I teach them more intense exercises within the class, so I can manage to do that.
Okay, okay. So you mean to say that, moms, how early can moms join the FIT program?
Scientifically speaking, it's 6 weeks post a C-section and 4 weeks post normal delivery.
Okay.
I make sure that they have the gynec's permission to start a postnatal exercise program, because the stitches need to basically have healed before you start moving your body. So once they have that check and they have that clearance from the gynac, they can start off. In my experience, what I have seen is, to see any result, it's extremely important to be consistent with the exercise program.
Yes.
So usually the consistency comes when the baby is like 2 or 3 months old at least, because you've kind of settled down with the breastfeeding, you've settled down with a certain routine, that entire upheaval of your life. Once you have the baby in it, you're kind of settling into that routine, and it's not so overwhelming anymore. So you should start the exercise program once you feel you can be consistent with it. Otherwise, you'll keep falling off the wagon, and it just doesn't feel great to do something that you can't be regular with.
Yes. So, my next question to you was, how easy or difficult is to convince moms, new moms especially, to go through this program, because, everybody goes through, a complete 360-degree change in their lives, and they are not very ready, in their minds mostly, to take this step of getting fit themselves. So how easy or how difficult is it to convince them?
It is actually the most challenging thing I have ever done.
Yes.
Because, and I think one of your questions is, what is the most challenging thing, right, that you faced?
Yes.
This is actually the most challenging thing that I've faced, to convince women to think about themselves firstly, and when they do, not think about weight loss, but to think about feeling strong, and to think about not having aches and pains in their body, to really take that time out to heal and repair their body before they do anything else. So I would say it is one of the most challenging things, and I am spending a lot of time and effort. And the reason why I took on, I just very recently got onto social media.
Okay.
And the reason why I did is to actually spread awareness and education amongst women about, why is it necessary to take that time to heal and repair their body.
Yes.
So yeah,
I think most of us,
it is very challenging.
Yeah,
once they do like 1 or 2 weeks, and they see the difference, like they feel how they see how good they are feeling. They see that, my upper back, because of holding the baby, feeding the baby, it's always so tight, and my back was always hurting. But with these exercises, even after 1-2 sessions, you see the difference. So that motivates them. But for them to just get down to trying it,
yes,
is a challenge. It is a challenge.
Exactly. You started the Fit Moms project, and how regular can a mom be to the class? So for example, if a mom says that today she can't join, or tomorrow she would not be able to join, so how does it progress then?
So over the years of experience, I've realized that flexibility is key for any new mom to be able to do an exercise program. Because you do sometimes just land up having, a bad night. The baby changes its schedule, and you have to feed at a different time, and they are sleeping at a different time.
Yes.
So that, while designing this program, that was one thing that was on top of my list of including, is that the program must be flexible. And so then I started thinking, what can I do to make it flexible? If someone can't join the online session, what can I do? So now, I have my sessions on Zoom. I record the entire session. And for some reason, if somebody doesn't make it to the class, I send them the recording to do it on their own. And I tell them that if there is any exercise you're not able to do, you're not sure about, if it's hurting your back or your knee, means you're doing it wrong. So send me a video or get on a call with me, and let me modify the movement for you, so you're doing it correctly. And that seems to be working really well so far. they see me twice a week for 45 minutes, and then for the rest of the week, I want them to spend just like 15-20 minutes every day to just do the movements, only for the simple reason that you don't want to be doing nothing for the rest of the week and then suddenly see me again,
Yes.
like on a weekend.
Only 2 days. Yeah.
To see that progress, it's important to do those 15-20 minutes, because you're going into those incorrect positions
Yes.
so often that every day you need something to get you align yourself and get you back into the correct position.
Okay.
So one thing for flexibility that I've done is doing these recordings. Okay. And the second thing is constantly being in touch. So we form like a WhatsApp group, and I send information to them about different things related to posture and motherhood. And if somebody puts up that, I have this upper back pain today, so I send out exercises on the group so that everybody else can also benefit from it. That, okay, look, do these 3-4 exercises and tell me if your pain reduces. So yeah, so that's how I try to make sure. But at the end of the day, you have to make time. You will always find an excuse to not do something, and you will always feel like you don't have time.
Yes.
But you have to make time for something that is so important, because only if you are happy, you will be able to keep your family and your baby happy.
Exactly. Yes. Also, see, since the times are such that you have everything that has converted into online these days. But are these sessions physical also? I mean, is there a physical place where people come, women can come and train with you?
Yes, so I do have a studio in Mumbai, in South Mumbai. And so far, till the lockdown, I hadn't been doing any online sessions.
Yes.
It was only in the studio. Women would hear through word of mouth, and like somebody's friend, somebody's sister had come, and they would say how great they felt about the program, and people would just come like that. But since March, since everything moved online, I was also forced to be more creative in terms of the exercises, because I use a lot of equipment in my studio. Like I have a lot of different equipment. I have like out of balance training equipment, like the Bosu ball, and I have like 2 round pipes that you stand on and do exercises, and there's like a ton of equipment. So I kept thinking, how am I going to do this online? So I never bothered. It's not like I had the time also to do things online, because all my time was taken up by just handling the sessions in the studio.
Exactly.
So once the lockdown happened and everything moved online, I first only started with the actually my clients got back to me and said that look, it's been a month and we've not exercised and we just don't feel good. Can you start online? And that got me thinking that, okay, at least for the people who I have currently, I need to figure out a way to do it online. So I did my research on Amazon. I saw what equipments are available, because everything I've got is from the US. It's not things that are readily available out here. So then I did research. I said that, okay, these 2 things I can make do with. So I would tell them that, okay, look, buy these 2 things and keep them at home. And I started that way. So 2 months I just trained the existing people that I had. And then slowly I got to thinking that eventually my goal is to change more lives. And what better time than now to reach out to more people? Yeah. So that's when, I think just in July or something, we started the Fit Moms Project page on Instagram. And we started, posting things out there and also. So yeah, so now I am doing online sessions, and at least, till this pandemic dies down, it's going to be all online.
Yeah. Okay. So, so we get on to another more important aspect of your life, motherhood. You are a mom too. So, I want to understand from you, how do you balance these 2 things? Because you've just started out online and this is a new challenge altogether. So how do you balance both?
So honestly, like a lot of people say, it takes a village to raise a child. especially when you're a mom entrepreneur and you have two babies, your business as well as like your child.
Yes.
I think it's extremely important to ask for help, take support, whether it's from your in-laws, your parents, your husband. Involve them in other tasks as well, whether it's bathing the baby, putting her to sleep, whether it's feeding the baby. So that is one thing. But having said that, I do make sure that I don't take appointments between 12 to 3:30. So these are the two main buckets of time that I just don't take any appointments, because I want to be there for her. And Saturday, Sundays, I don't do anything. I don't schedule anything over the weekends, because I love having that family time. So I think it's important to schedule yourself in a way that you're being able to do both. You're being able to spend time in your business and being able to spend time with your family as well.
Lastly, any tips or advice from you from women entrepreneurs who are watching us today and have certain ideas within them, but are, unsure of whether they should be doing this or not?
Yes. So, I truly believe that it's important for any entrepreneur to find their ikigai, means something that makes them jump out of bed in the morning.
Okay.
And, don't do something because others are successful at it, but do something, find what your core passion is, find what makes you happy. And for me, it was exercise and changing lives of people. So you could be really good at dancing. You could be really good at painting. You could really be good at planning somebody's business for them. So find what is your core and what is really that one thing that sparks that light within you, and turn that into your business. This will not only make you excel in what you're doing, but it'll be something that's very unique to you, because your brain is your own, and only you can make it unique if you really love something, and that in turn will make it grow and make it successful.
Okay. So thank you, Raina, for speaking to us. Page, she has a page on Instagram called as the Fit Moms Project. All you need to do is just DM her and she'll get back to you. For others who are listening to us and would want to listen to us and, be a part of our journey and take inspiration from such inspiring women out here who are doing their bit every day despite the challenges and the situations they are in. Please like, share, and subscribe to Her Club True Stories. We are there on Instagram as well as on YouTube. Thank you so much, Raina. Thank you all.
Thank you.